I had somebody ask me the other day what I spend my money on now that, I've reached a certain level of success. And I know success can look really different to everyone. So for me, level of success, I suppose, is how much I'm making now, which is about $80,000 to $120,000 every single month. And so somebody asked me, what luxuries have you decided to splurge on? Like, what are you spending your newly found, money on? Especially because I went from being like a broke bartender college dropout to now making six figures a month. And my answer actually really even surprised me because I don't buy a lot of luxuries or anything like that. Like, I have two cars. One is a Mini Cooper. It's a 2018 and it's fully paid off. I don't have any car payment on that. And then I have like a Mercedes GLC that is basically for toting the baby around, and my car payment is like $400 a month. I was approved for a $3 million house and I got like an $800,000 house. So I'm not going out there and like splurging. And I remember I was like, one day when I make it big, I'm going to buy myself like a Chanel purse or a designer purse, something really, really nice. And I saw myself splurging on a lot of luxury stuff when I made it. And now that I've essentially made it, right, and I could easily afford those types of things, I found myself not caring. Now that I can afford to buy those things, the ideal and the appeal of them just sort of like went away. It was more so the aspiration of those things that meant something. And now that I'm able to purchase those items, I don't care to purchase them. It's like purchasing them would have been proving a point, right? That I've made it, that I've done it. And now that I have, I don't need to prove that point anymore. And so the luxuries that I actually spend my money on are convenience and buying time. So I pay for people to do everything for me because for me, the ultimate luxury and the ultimate wealth is time and the freedom to do whatever I want. So now I work very, very minimal. And I've outsourced the majority of all my work. I've outsourced the majority of a lot of things. I order a lot of Uber Eats because taking the time to not only go grocery shopping, but to cook the food and then the cleanup is a lot. So paying for a convenience like Uber Eats every single night is worth it to me because that eliminates a lot of time. And while it's costly, it's a luxury. And I would rather do that than spend most of my days and nights shopping and cleaning. And so now I have the day to spend with my family because fortunately for me, I used another luxury, which was paying for my husband to stay home and be a stay-at-home dad. And so now we can stay home all day together with our son, our 2-year-old, and live a life of freedom. And for me, that's the ultimate luxury. So I spend about $30,000 every single month to outsource and to delegate all of the work so that I don't do it. And while I could buy a Birkin for $30,000 every single month, I would much rather have time and freedom. So I hadn't really thought about it, and so that answer actually really surprised me. And that's the ultimate. I know everybody's idea of wealth and success looks different, but to me, freedom and time is the ultimate. You can never get time back, and you can never break free with freedom without paying for conveniences.